I've seen people online being like, never get into a relationship with somebody that has BPD, they'll ruin your life. And it's like, no, they won't, girl. Like, no, they won't. Like, don't paint us all with the same brush. Kia ora, I'm Gio, I'm 29, and I'm diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. Borderline personality disorder is a mental health condition that has symptoms like unregulated moods, self-harm, suicidal ideation, impulsive behaviours, extreme anger, feelings of worthlessness, numbness, disassociation, paranoia. The list is pretty big. My BPD was most likely caused by traumatic invalidation and trauma throughout my life that has caused me to maybe not know how to feel or express emotions. Before I was in treatment, it affected me in a huge way. I had unstable relationships. I was often incredibly depressed and had no idea why. I used alcohol and drugs as a crutch or a coping mechanism. Like, I would do things or like express myself in ways, especially in anger, in like romantic or intimate relationships. And then the next day I'd be like, why did I do that? Like, that doesn't compute with me at all. I wouldn't know how to express myself because I'd blocked out the feeling of sadness for so long because it had kept me safe. And it would be this like sort of roundabout. "11 years. My first attempt to end my life was when I was 16. And then at 17, they diagnosed me with severe depression. And then from then, I've been trying to look for like the right fit. I grieved. I was so upset. I cried for weeks. I was relieved to feel like something fit me because I knew that with treatment I could change my behaviors, and I also felt like, oh, I'm not like the world's worst person. There's a huge stigma to it. My least favorite stereotype is probably that we can't change. It's because it's not true. People say like, oh, they're crazy, they can't have relationships. That hurts me. Of course we can have relationships. I know that I'm full of love. I know that I'm capable of love. I know that I'm lovable. I know that I can be loved. I do think I censor myself a lot. It's challenging. You don't want to scare your friends and you don't want to make them afraid of like the reality of your situation. I can feel people sort of shutting down when I get into like the nitty-gritty yucky things. But then it's that thing, right, where it's like the stigma. Like, yeah, okay, I don't want to frighten my friends with the fact that I deal with suicidal ideation, but why am I not afraid of frightening myself? People are becoming more accepting of mental health conditions like depression, anxiety, all of these things. When it becomes more severe, people shy away from it. I don't want people to cotton wool blanket me, but I do think that it's really important to destigmatize things, to be realistic about what the situation is. I did have a psychotic episode when I was 25, and it is a very strange feeling. The beginning of my psychosis was so happy, so fabulous. I was in mania. I wasn't sleeping. I was hearing voices. I was seeing things, beautiful things, hallucinations of gorgeous things. I was speaking to my father who had passed away. Like, I was having the time of my life. And then really, 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 really yucky, awful, horrible. Like, I would hear voices in my brain telling me to do things. I was not harmful to others. but I was harmful to myself. The reason that I went into psychosis was because of a trauma buildup. I couldn't process my emotions. I couldn't live in reality anymore. So I lived in this like middle line, and it was horrifying. Yes, therapy has helped me so much. I am in an evidence-based treatment called DBT, dialectical behavior therapy. Basically, the idea is that BPD has rewired your brain to not be able to process emotions, and DBT rewires it again for you. And now I can almost like process what's happening as it's happening to me, which is unheard of in my life. It is not an overreaction if I say that saved my life.